So, you know my name's Muir. This is my spin on the law of attraction. This is my experiences of it and what's worked for me and for people that I work with. So what I thought was, out of all the many years of experience and with people, like working with people and talking to people, there was some really, really nice people out there that had a really shitty life. And there was some really nasty, horrible people that won thousands of pounds on the football pools at the time or the lottery. So that doesn't make sense to me. So I would ask people, why? Right? Why like attracts like? Like, if you take a positive end of a magnet and a positive end of a magnet, have you ever done that? Like doesn't attract like. You turn it round, positive and negative attaches. So does it mean you have to be really nasty to get something really good in your life? Well, no. But I had all these questions, so I asked all these different gurus that were really heavily into the law of attraction. I went to workshops, and none of them could answer these questions. They would say, oh, well, they must have had positive thoughts that you don't know about. They must have had negative thoughts going on that you don't know about. Well, sure, I don't know what's in their head. But I know when people genuinely are authentically nice and care and do nice things in the world. And I know when people really are horrible people. And then a couple of years later, people will be like, oh, see all that law of attraction stuff is a pile of crap. Doesn't work. It's rubbish. Nothing but worse things happen since I've started it. And I thought, you know, that's really interesting because a lot of the time when people say, hey, I'm going to stop smoking, they smoke even more. Hey, I'm going to go on a diet. Oh, let me just eat every single piece of chocolate in the entire world and then I'll start my diet. And they seem to slip into the opposite mode. And I thought, why does that happen? So these things have always interested me. All right, so there's reasons for that. I'm going to go into them. So the law of attraction in The Secret was just basically one part of it, which is visualization. And that's an important part because you need to kind of know. I mean, I kind of look at it like this. The law of attraction is around us all the time. It's there, whether we know it or not. It's like Sir Isaac Newton first invented gravity when the apple fell on his head, or this lovely story in the 17th century. But before that, people weren't just floating away. You know, they didn't have to get tied with a rope around their ankle or else they'd just float away. Things have been handed down generation to generation, but not the law of attraction. Nobody ever really coined that phrase until 1877. What's been handed down is a series of steps to be successful. And I've worked with people that own Learjets and are hugely successful, and it's been fantastic because in my other job, I get to interview people for 20 minutes or an hour and a half. And I ask them questions, and it's not a secret, they tell me. I say, how did you get to be where you are right now? How did this come about? Because I'm really interested. And they tell me, there's no secret about it. When we're going to drive a car, we have to unlock the car. We have to open the door, we have to sit in the car seat. But the car won't drive even when we've done that. So we have to take our key, we have to put it in ignition, and even when we've turned the ignition and the engine comes on, the car still won't drive. We have to put it in gear. Now, we need to use our balance out, our clutch and accelerator. And if we don't do that right, what happens? It stalls. And how does a car stall? It leaps forward and then the engine dies. So we kind of have that in life too sometimes, right? And we call it self-sabotage. We go somewhere really good and then we do something, something happens and it kind of goes to crap. If we do all the things right and we balance the clutch and accelerate, we have it in gear, we take the handbrake off, the car will drive, but we need to have a destination. And that's the visualization part, is the destination.